My beloved one, my fierce fighter, listen with your heart wide open, because what I'm about to share with you isn't just a simple message. No, this is a profound spiritual decree, one that the entire universe has precisely orchestrated and aligned just for this very chapter of your life. For what feels like ages now, I know deep down that you, a truly chosen woman, have been treading perilously close to the edge of a silent emotional abyss, often unseen and unspoken. You've been shouldering the weight of the entire world, carrying it squarely on your back, diligently balancing an incredible load of crushing responsibilities, unspoken expectations, and a private agony, all those deeply hidden pains that no one else ever truly sees. How many countless times have you flashed a brave smile for the outside world, meticulously maintaining that strong, composed exterior, while your very soul was bleeding out silently on the inside? It felt like every shadow held a new, lurking disappointment, and each new dawn brought with it that familiar, subtle anxiety, the heavy, undeniable burden of yet another battle you were convinced you'd have to face completely on your own. Even within the supposed sanctuary and safety of your own home, your spirit would tremble because the profound war you were relentlessly fighting wasn't against other people. No, it was an arduous battle for your very identity, for your innermost peace, and for your deeply ingrained purpose. You questioned heaven itself, I know you did. During those long, sleepless nights, you doubted your true worth as a woman, as a dedicated mother, as a cherished daughter of the divine. You often felt like a complete stranger in your own unfolding story, anxiously awaiting a clear sign, a definitive confirmation that this arduous journey of tears would finally, mercifully cease. But today, in this precise, supernatural moment of profound stillness, enough has been decreed. Your long, arduous wait is finally over. The relentless cycle of pain that has been afflicting your tender feminine heart has come to an undeniable end, forevermore. And so that you not only grasp this truth, but can also skillfully navigate this brand new reality without ever again losing your way in those old, familiar patterns, it is absolutely essential to hold the correct map firmly in your hands. So many truly chosen women hear the urgent call for profound change, yet they often freeze up precisely when it's time to act, simply because they lack the specific tools needed to consistently sustain this elevated new frequency. It is for this exact reason, and with you in mind, that I meticulously prepared the 3 keys to a prosperous life. This powerful trilogy isn't just a collection of books. It is a comprehensive, practical guide meticulously designed to awaken the phenomenal woman you truly are, to gently yet firmly heal those invisible blockages that have been preventing your progress, and to teach you how to expand your life with unwavering stability. You will learn how to graciously receive, steadfastly sustain, and joyously multiply your blessings without an ounce of guilt. Something so many of us have been subtly taught we shouldn't do. Available both as an e-book for your quiet reading moments and as an audiobook to listen to wherever your day takes you, this invaluable material is the essential accompaniment for this glorious new chapter of your life. The direct link to access this truly transformative trilogy is conveniently located right below, in the pinned comment and also in the description. Do not for one moment put off what your soul is urgently asking for right now. Now, returning to our powerful decree of absolute freedom, it is absolutely fundamental that you completely grasp that this message brings with it a kind of deep spiritual surgery of the soul. The fortress of pain you meticulously constructed to protect yourself is now being gently yet resolutely dismantled. That heavy, suffocating yoke that was choking out your wildest dreams, crippling your finances, and stealing your domestic peace has been unequivocally broken in the invisible realm. That pervasive feeling of always having to fight completely alone, of constantly needing to be strong at all times, that burdensome feeling is finally over. The endless debts that kept you awake at night, the complicated family disputes, the profound betrayals from those who should have been your staunchest protectors, all of that is now being completely erased from your spiritual record. If you can feel this incredible relief beginning to bloom and blossom within your chest right now, please hit that like button on this video immediately as a tangible physical sign that you wholeheartedly accept this profound healing. You absolutely need to understand the why behind so much of your struggle, my dear one. Your deeply felt pain was never a punishment. No, it was an intensive, royal training. Every single one of your precious tears was carefully collected. You were never merely a victim. You were, in fact, a formidable threat to the system of darkness, and that is precisely why you were so relentlessly attacked. The intense adversity has forged within you a woman of both steely resolve and velvet grace, endowed with a profound wisdom that the vast majority of people will simply never achieve. The periods of isolation meticulously protected your inherent purity. The times of scarcity taught you how to depend solely on the divine source and not on fleeting earthly resources. You have passed the ultimate test. The crown, in all its glory, is now descending gently upon your head. However, I absolutely must caution you about phantom pain. Even though you are truly free, your mind may instinctively attempt to revert back to that old, familiar survival mode. You've become so deeply accustomed to being the wounded warrior that you might actually feel a pang of guilt when you finally allow yourself to rest, or a wave of distrust when true kindness and goodness finally arrive at your doorstep. Understand that this is merely the echoing residue of past trauma, not your current reality. Today's deep healing begins by gently silencing that internal alarm. Take a long, slow, deep breath right now. Visualize an absolute calm washing over you. Allow your feminine nervous system, which has been so utterly overwhelmed by years of constant maximum alert, to finally, completely relax into divine grace. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to this channel if you truly desire to continue receiving this type of powerful guidance and profound calm for all your coming days. It is now time to change your garments. For far too long, your core identity has been that of a mere survivor, but you were not called simply to survive. No, you were called to majestically reign in this life. Today, those tattered rags of ash, the lingering scent of smoke from past battles, are being gracefully removed from you, and you are being dressed in a magnificent royal robe of authority and unparalleled beauty. You are not the rejected one. You are indeed the truly chosen one. The most delicate part of this deep healing process involves those lingering wounds of betrayal, the harsh, cutting words hurled against you, the people you loved so deeply who then utterly stabbed you in the back. All of these painful experiences created internal vows of blockage. Phrases like, "I will never trust anyone again," or "I will do everything completely by myself." These vows, which you originally created to protect your vulnerable heart, have now sadly become chains that prevent true love and genuine help from ever reaching you. Renounce this self-imposed isolation right now. Feel those restricting chains crackling and breaking apart. Forgive yourself for trying to be overly self-sufficient. You were only ever just trying to survive. Your heart was specifically made to be deeply loved and graciously assisted. With your soul now truly cleansed, your physical reality will begin to obey. Financial and relational restoration is absolutely on its way to you. That insidious spirit of scarcity, which caused money to slip through your fingers and brought a constant fear of the future, has been definitively banished. There will be a supernatural acceleration in your life journey. Where there was once profound shame, there will now be a double portion of honor. Regarding the people who have gracefully exited your life, understand this with absolute clarity. It was a divine deliverance. The universe itself has meticulously removed those who simply did not fit into your glorious future. The empty chair at your table is not a symbol of loneliness. It is, in fact, clean, open space for the new destiny helpers who are now being sent your way. Divine connections, truly loyal and genuine friendships that will celebrate your shining light without an ounce of envy or resentment. Do not, for a second, look back to the past. The woman who clings to what has been becomes a mere statue. You, my dear, are a woman of unstoppable movement and boundless future. Your ultimate vindication belongs solely to the divine. Do not waste another moment trying to justify yourself. The most powerful response is your radiant success, your skin glowing with the pure glory of a soul finally at peace, your smile fully restored to its rightful place. A bounteous table will be meticulously prepared right before your very eyes, and those who once doubted you will have no choice but to watch, from a respectful distance, just how deeply you are loved and how fiercely you are protected. You are receiving a doubled portion of exquisite feminine intuition right now, an intuition that is being sharpened like never before. This, my dear, is your ultimate superpower. The law of silence will diligently protect your sacred projects. The law of discernment will empower you to see people's true intentions with crystal clarity, and the law of stewardship will ensure that you utilize this magnificent new glory with genuine humility. The spiritual legal transaction has now been absolutely concluded in the invisible world. The cycle of suffering that plagued your lineage has been definitively broken through you. You are the rightful matriarch of an entirely new and triumphant story. The constricting cords of trauma have been cleanly severed. The phantom pain finally silenced. Your finances profoundly blessed. Your relationships sacredly sanctified. Your identity fully and gloriously restored. My sister, my friend, my truly chosen one, the bridge to the painful past has been completely burned. There is no possible path back to sorrow. Gaze intently at the shimmering golden horizon stretching out before you. You are absolutely free to be grand, free to be genuinely happy, free to be the magnificent woman you have always dreamed of becoming. But remember this, my dear, with great newfound freedom comes a brand new responsibility. The crucial responsibility to diligently protect your inner garden against any insidious weeds that will undoubtedly attempt to sprout up again if you are not consistently attentive. This crucial vigilance isn't about living in a constant state of fear or paranoia, but rather about exercising the profound wisdom of someone who truly knows the invaluable worth of the sacred ground she now joyfully governs. For an incredibly long time, you innocently allowed virtually anyone to enter, trample upon, and even set up camp within your delicate emotions without ever paying any rent, simply because you didn't fully recognize the inherent sacredness of your own personal space. Now, the very first insidious weed you must ruthlessly pull up by its roots is the lingering guilt for daring to say no. Understand that your no is, in itself, a complete and sacred sentence. It is the shimmering golden fence that diligently protects your precious inner peace. When you lovingly deny access to someone who relentlessly drains your precious energy, you are absolutely not being selfish. No, you are being a wise preservationist of your very essence. Your vital life energy is the indispensable fuel for your divine purpose. And every single drop wasted on unnecessary dramas or in futile attempts to fix people who simply do not want to be fixed is an undeniable robbery against your own glorious future. Quite often, the very natural tendency after an extended period of profound liberation is to experience a strange kind of empty feeling, distance or veiled criticisms. Just let them go. Bless their departure silently and keep your focus straight ahead. Trying to hold on to these walking dead in your journey will only delay the arrival of the living souls who are truly meant to walk beside you. If this message is truly resonating with you right now, consider showing your presence by hitting that like button or subscribing to our channel, because that truly strengthens our sisterhood, our collective energy of women who have decided not just to merely exist, but to live fully and vibrantly. Delving deeper into this question of identity, you absolutely need to prepare yourself for what we call the phenomenon of selective invisibility. There will be times when you'll feel completely invisible to the everyday world around you. And believe me, that is a profound form of divine protection. God, in his infinite wisdom, often hides his most precious daughters in the comforting shadow of his hand while they are being quietly prepared and gestated for their next significant level of growth. Do not, under any circumstances, force your exposure before the appointed time. A fruit picked green before its full ripeness will always be bitter and unpalatable. Use this precious time in your cocoon to truly nourish your intellect. Take exceptional care of your physical body, which is nothing less than the sacred temple where your real, authentic soul resides, and meticulously organize your living space, your home. The order on the outside in your surroundings is a direct reflection of the order within you. Begin to treat all your possessions, your clothes, and your entire environment as if the Queen herself were already living there, gracing that space with her presence. Because, my dear, she absolutely is. You are that Queen. A truly crucial point in this brand new stage of your journey is your relationship with time itself. Modern feminine anxiety, the kind that many women experience, often stems from this pervasive feeling of being behind schedule, according to some invisible societal timeline. Getting married, having children, achieving that perfect career, maintaining the ideal body image. It's time to smash that clock right now. Shatter it completely. God's time, what we call kairos, operates on an entirely different rhythm than the linear, clock-driven time of man, or chronos. In a single day of divine favor, of extraordinary grace, you can absolutely recover years that once seemed to be utterly lost and gone forever. The supernatural acceleration that I mentioned just a moment ago isn't about rushing. It's about a profound divine efficiency at play. When you are truly aligned, the right connections will simply happen in mere minutes. Contracts will be signed without any excessive red tape or bureaucratic hassles, and love, true love, will arrive fully formed and ready, completely devoid of those immature games and silly charades of the past. Release that desperate need to control the how and the when of things. Your singular task is to simply maintain the powerful frequency of what and who you fundamentally are. Now, let's take a moment to really talk about your voice, your authentic voice. For far too long, perhaps you've been swallowing your words, suppressing your deeply held opinions, or even laughing along at jokes that truly hurt you, all just to maintain a fragile, superficial harmony. This, my dear, has created a significant blockage in your throat chakra, which is the very center of your creative expression and your inherent authority. The profound healing involved in this means you must begin to speak your authentic truth, even if your voice quivers and shakes at first. Start with the smallest, most seemingly insignificant things. Clearly express your preferences. Say, "No, thank you. I actually prefer it this way," with confidence. Gently, but firmly correct anyone who mispronounces your name. Do not, for 1 second, apologize for taking up space, for simply being present. Your voice, you see, possesses the potent power to decree and to manifest new realities. When a chosen woman speaks with unwavering conviction, the entire spiritual realm immediately mobilizes itself in response. Use your words to bless your own life, to prophetically declare perfect health over your body and overflowing abundance over your home and household. absolutely eliminate from your vocabulary any self-deprecating phrases like, "Oh, I'm just so dumb," or "I'm incredibly clumsy," or "Nothing ever works out for me ever." The universe, darling, doesn't understand jokes. It understands clear, unwavering commands. So command that blessing into existence. There also exists a rather subtle yet profoundly dangerous trap that you absolutely must learn to avoid: the so-called savior syndrome. Women blessed with great empathy and significant spiritual gifts often tend to attract what we call project men and project friends. These are broken individuals who are desperately seeking a mother, a live-in therapist, or a spiritual nurse, not an equal partner or a genuinely reciprocal friend. You have already given more than enough of your precious blood, sweat, and tears. Your sacred mission in this life is not to fix anyone else. Every single adult on this planet is ultimately responsible for their very own journey and their own healing process. You can certainly inspire others. You can illuminate their path with the radiant light of your powerful example, but you simply cannot and should not carry anyone on your back, not any longer. If someone demands that you dim your magnificent light, that you lessen your inherent brilliance, just so they can feel more comfortable and secure in your presence, then that person, my dear, is an undeniable enemy of your destiny, cleverly disguised as a trusted companion. True, genuine intimacy is only ever possible between two whole, complete individuals, not between two fractured halves desperately trying to complete one another in a parasitic, unhealthy fashion. In this powerful process of ascension, what might seem like temporary loneliness is, in actual fact, profound solitude. It's the absolute glory of being in the most divine company of yourself and the ever-present divine. Learn how to treat yourself, to take yourself out for a fancy dinner, to buy beautiful flowers for your home, to truly savor and enjoy your own magnificent company. If you aren't truly good, delightful company for yourself, how in the world can you ever expect to be good company for anyone else? The woman who is genuinely happy and content by herself is profoundly dangerous to the forces of darkness, simply because she is utterly uncontrollable and unmanipulable. She doesn't accept measly crumbs of attention or paltry bits of affection, because she herself meticulously prepares and serves an entire lavish banquet for her own soul. When you finally reach this profound state of wholeness and utter completeness, the partner who eventually arrives in your life doesn't come to fill some gaping hole within you, but rather to magnificently overflow your already full cup. It's a completely different power dynamic altogether, one that is firmly based on genuine desire and authentic attraction, not on desperate, grasping need. Your relationship with money, believe it or not, also needs to be consecrated and made absolutely sacred. So many spiritual women often carry an unconscious, deeply ingrained vow of poverty, mistakenly believing that money is inherently dirty, tainted, or somehow anti-spiritual. My dear, let me tell you, that is a blatant lie, a complete falsehood. Money, at its core, is simply a neutral energy. It's a powerful force that magnifies and amplifies exactly who you already are. In the capable hands of a truly healed and genuinely kind-hearted woman, money can construct magnificent hospitals, feed countless hungry souls, passionately support noble causes, and bring immense comfort and security to her entire family. You absolutely need ample resources, financial resources, to effectively fulfill your divine purpose here on earth. Do not be afraid, not for a moment, to boldly charge what you are worth for your incredible work, to wisely invest your earnings, and to relentlessly pursue nothing but the very best for yourself. Material prosperity, you must understand, is a vital, indeed essential tool for advancing the kingdom. Declare to yourself with unwavering confidence, I am an absolutely excellent, masterful steward of all divine resources. When money flows into your life, when it truly arrives in your hands, it finds a powerful higher purpose, not a mere selfish end. So open those floodgates wide and prepare to receive it abundantly. As you diligently integrate all of these profound truths into your being, your physical body will inevitably begin to undergo significant and noticeable changes. It is quite common for women at this particular stage to dramatically alter their style of dress, perhaps cut their hair in a brand new way, or feel a powerful urge to completely shift their dietary habits. Your body, you see, is actively attempting to align itself with the magnificent new frequency of your elevated soul. So listen intently to its subtle whispers, drink much more water, and make sure you get significantly more restorative rest. Sleep is not merely a biological necessity for physical repose. For the chosen woman, it is a crucial time for deep spiritual download, for profound energetic reconfigurations, and for divine instruction. Guard and protect your bedroom space with the utmost vigilance. Do not, under any circumstances, bring arguments, electronic devices, or any heavy, negative energies into the sacred sanctuary where you lay your head to sleep. Your sleep, my dear, should be absolutely sacred, a profound moment of energetic shielding, spiritual fortification, and divinely guided dream instruction. If you have been experiencing particularly vivid, memorable dreams, make it a point to immediately begin writing them down in a journal. They are, in essence, urgent telegrams from heaven itself, carrying precise tactical instructions and divine guidance for your crucial next steps forward. Other people's envy or jealousy is yet another important topic that we absolutely need to address with a great deal of maturity and wisdom. As you continue to blossom and truly flourish, the sweet perfume of your success will inevitably bother and even agitate those who have consciously chosen to remain stuck in the metaphorical manure, the spiritual fertilizer of their stagnant lives. Do not, for a single moment, attempt to explain yourself, nor should you ever try to diminish your hard-won achievements and incredible successes just so they can feel marginally better about their own circumstances. Envy, at its core, is simply admiration that has become completely corrupted and twisted by a profound sense of incapacity and inadequacy. The problem, dear one, is unequivocally not yours. It is entirely theirs to deal with. The absolute best protection against envy is not to hide your magnificent light, but instead to shine so incredibly brightly that your pure, unadulterated radiance actually blinds any malevolent or ill-intentioned gaze. Keep your grand plans and ambitious intentions strictly under wraps, in absolute secrecy, until they are fully consolidated and manifestly evident. The law of silence, my friend, is your most powerful strategic ally. The world at large does not need to know about the long gestation period, only about the glorious, undeniable birth of your creations. Share only the triumphant results, never the intricate, often messy processes, except with those very few, truly exceptional individuals who have unequivocally proven their unwavering loyalty through the most intense trials and tribulations. You, my dear, are in the midst of becoming a powerful matriarch of an entirely new lineage, whether that lineage is biological through family or profoundly spiritual through influence. This means that your current patterns of behavior and your conscious choices today are actively defining the very ceiling of possibility for all the generations that are yet to come, those who will follow in your footsteps. The now. You are a living magnet. Make absolutely sure you're magnetizing miracles and not just regrets. And if, at any point along this journey, exhaustion starts to creep in, because let's face it, we are all human, and weariness inevitably happens, then please, stop for a moment and take a well-deserved rest. Don't give up entirely. There's an enormous, crucial difference between pausing simply to sharpen your axe and actually throwing away the tool altogether. Learn to truly rest, completely certain that the entire world will not crumble and fall apart just because you decide to take an afternoon solely for yourself. The universe is more than capable of sustaining everything, holding it all together, even as you sleep soundly. The deep, unwavering confidence that you are profoundly loved and meticulously cared for by a benevolent higher power should truly be the comfortable pillow where you gently rest your head every single night. You are not some cosmic orphan floating aimlessly. No, you are the cherished favorite daughter of the king, and a magnificent palace is being meticulously prepared just for your ultimate, grand arrival. So many women often feel like they've simply lost too much precious time, convinced that their golden years are long since past them. Allow me to gently correct that particular perception. Your absolute best years are definitely not those of naive youth, but rather the incredibly rich and rewarding ones of conscious maturity. Now, in this very moment, you truly know exactly what you desire, and even more importantly, you know precisely what you absolutely do not want. You possess the distinct beauty that comes from experience, the undeniable charm of self-assuredness, and a profound depth that only a life truly lived can possibly bestow upon you. You are very much like a truly exceptional vintage wine, one that only gets better, richer, and more complex with the passage of time. Do not, under any circumstances, envy inexperienced youth. Instead, wholeheartedly celebrate your current, magnificent majesty. The entire world is absolutely parched, truly thirsting for real, profound, and profoundly wise women just like you. Your time has certainly not passed you by. No, quite the opposite. Your magnificent time has only just gloriously arrived. Also, be extremely vigilant and pay close attention to what you might call graduation tests. Whenever we're standing right on the precipice of climbing up to the next level, an old familiar situation often tends to repeat itself, appearing once more to genuinely verify if we've truly learned the lesson it was meant to teach us. This could manifest as an old flame, a former boyfriend, unexpectedly reappearing in your life, or perhaps a tantalizing job offer that upon closer inspection turns out to be ethically questionable, or even an ancient, unresolved family conflict resurfacing. The way, the manner in which you consciously choose to react to such a moment will definitively determine whether you successfully pass to the next phase, advancing forward, or if you end up repeating the entire year stuck in a loop. If you respond and react exactly like the old version of yourself would have, then that cycle simply restarts all over again. However, if you react with your newfound, elevated consciousness, embracing clear boundaries, serene calmness, and healthy detachment, then the test is successfully concluded, and a magnificent new door will undoubtedly swing wide open for you. Observe these pivotal moments not as punitive punishments or burdensome trials, but rather as incredible golden opportunities to truly prove to yourself just how much you have grown and evolved. Smile confidently at the test, look it directly in the eye, and emphatically show it who's truly in charge now. Your profound journey of healing also intricately involves the sacred act of reconciliation with the significant female figures within your very own family lineage.